fighting's exciting. Discover discussion. Swap guns for tongue. And germ for concussion. Envelop your foes in one massive kiss and come to the Friday night Armistice.
Thank you very much. Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen, chicks and cocks. And welcome to a brand new series of the Friday Night Armistice. And I'll do a deal with you right now. I promise not to talk about football if you in the audience promise not to sing songs about my poor lack of form. And then gobbin me and then get up to buy a pie. OK, is that a deal? OK, right, on to talking about football then. And in the week, Sky B have bought up the music rights to the chants sung by supporters. The game's proving a real money spinner. Now in Soho, men are frequenting seedy football joints, where for £10 you can hire a lap footballer who'll come and dribble on your table for half an hour. And you're allowed to cheer, but not touch. Meanwhile, there was shock news for God this week when an opinion poll revealed that only 43% of the population now believe in him. So let's now take that result and see how it translates into church attendance if there was a Sunday tomorrow. Here we go. There's the church, there's the people, and there's hardly anyone there. So, projecting onto a larger scale, this is just a bit of fun. Let's look at the state of the parties in heaven at the moment. There go the angels. God on 43%, not enough for overall control. So it's a hung heaven, agnostics with a balance of power, and maybe Satan doing a deal with some of the other extreme religious parties to get him into heaven for the next 5 years. But the main news is the Ulster peace talks, and with Sinn Féin being locked out, Gerry Adams was determined to get his message across any way he could, as the presenters of BBC's Live and Kicking found out.
Welcome to the hot seats today. Let's go to the phones. We'll take a very quick call from line 4. Hello, line 4.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, what's your question?
Well, I have made my position and the position of Sinn Féin very clear. We have to allow for the fact that for the last 18 months the initiative lay with the British government. Why didn't those negotiations happen in the last 18 months?
That was a fantastically asked question.
Thank you.
I just wanted you to know that.
Perfect.
Brilliant.
Perfect.
Yes. Go ahead, guys.
I think the best thing to do is maybe to get in touch with the BAF, which is the British Athletics Federation.
Sounds like good advice to me. Does it to you?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're going to take them up on it?
Well, I think that the IRA is persuadable.
Good. Thank you very much for your call. Bye-bye.
Thank you. And up there in the audience are David and Peter with this week's special guests. David, who have you got?
Well, to get the series off to a flying start, Armando, quite literally, I'm here with the lads who stole the Merry England opening ceremony of Euro '96. It's the Red Arrows. So, what are you doing at the moment, lads?
We're sitting in a typical arrowhead formation.
That's fantastic. Now, these men are only 8 feet apart, ladies and gentlemen. Just one error could spell disaster. Amazing. A real privilege. That's great. It must be really exciting to go to all those exciting events, yeah?
Well, you don't actually get to go to them. You just sort of fly past them. It's a shame, really.
Right, OK, thank you. There we have the Red Arrows.
OK, and Peter, who are you perched next to?
Well, Armando, I'm with some of our younger supporters who've turned up in Friday Night Armistice strip. Thank you, lads. There I are. There's the kit in use. Oh, very good. They're well done, boys, of course. But I'm sorry, but that is last year's strip you're wearing. But this year's is in the shops, priced only £139.99. It's got the Coca-Cola logo on the back. Now, come on, all your mates have got one. You don't want to be shunned. You got any money? Cheers. There you go.
And talking of children, on to Jack Straw's single-handed purge of them now, because an evening curfew on the under-10s has been suggested by Labour's Shadow Herod. An appalling restriction of children's freedom, which is why it's good, because Because if God had meant kids to be out in the street at night, he would have made them in the shape of cat's eyes. How would kids like it if adults went out wandering around in gangs, getting in their way and playing Radio 4 very loudly on a ghetto blaster? Well, we're about to find out because we're going out of a live tour street, and Sue Perkins and Al Murray, you're now out there where you believe some kids to be.
Oh, yes, Armando. What we've done is we've got together a group of adults for the Friday night Armistice, and we're going to give children a taste of their own medicine.
So we've got our own little posse, a little gang chilling out over there.
Great. And what we're going to do is we're going to let down some tyres on children's bicycles.
And later on, I'm going to board a bus, I'm going to kneel on one of the seats, I'm going to turn around and stare at the child behind me and go, ugh.
Thank you. All right, more from them later. OK, now, oh my God, look! The Red Arrows have reformed. Hey! It's a spectacular circle.
Oh, fantastic.
Look at that. Those men are sitting at 180 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen.
There used to be thousands of red arrows, but then someone introduced the grey arrows into this country, and they just supplanted them. Now there's only a few red arrows left.
Oh. I actually saw a very sad sight the other day because I saw the Red Arrows go past, and then 5 miles after them was a little runt Red Arrow. Oh. Just coughing and spluttering, and they just left it up in the sky to die. It was dreadful. Ulster.
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 Right, yes, okay.
The main news this week has been the Northern Ireland peace talks, sponsored by Pepperami, the official snack of Ulster 96. And to join in the fun, some of you may have seen this at your breakfast table. It's a cereal packet in which you can collect all the participants in the round table discussions. There's a round table on the back there that you can slot them into. And we've got David Trimble for 2 points. Dick Spring with a 3D moustache. Patrick Mayhew, 2 points. And what's this one? Oh, this is good. This is a gold card. This is Monica McWilliams of the Northern Ireland Women's Coalition. She's rare, so you get 10 points for her. So she's good for swapsies. But let's go beyond the packaging and look inside at the real meat or cereal of these talks. As everyone sits down to a round-table discussion, what's this all-important table going to be like?
Well, we all went down to Swedish furniture Ikea this afternoon and found one on sale, amazingly. This is the peace table here, or as Ikea calls it, the Paas Tabel.
It's actually quite a complicated piece to assemble because it comes with a detailed set of preconditions.
OK, well, let's give it a go. Come on.
Right, OK, now the first one, according to this, is that Ian Paisley's Democratic Unionists will not sit at the same table as the Irish government.
Right, we'll not sit at the same table. If we could just have a volunteer from the audience here. Right, we've got Ian Paisley here. Where do you want me to put her?
Why don't we use this, right? One of these. I think this is what these for. It's a mirror.
Oh, right,
We'll
great.
stick that there.
Well, okay, you sit here, Reverend
Sit
Doctor.
here. Right.
That's great.
You've never been Ian Paisley before, have
Yeah,
you?
I'll bring this up here. Put it there.
Now, if you just be Ian Paisley into that mirror, right? Just be very staunch, OK? Staunch, fat and 70, OK? Just into the mirror, OK?
OK, no, not at the table. No, a bit more.
Table.
She's at the table.
She's at the table, yeah?
There is that. Now, you see Ian Paisley at the table, but not sitting at the table. Yes, reflection, not rejection.
That's assuming Ian Paisley has a reflection.
Great, well, it shows it can be done. It just shows you what you can achieve if you put your mind to it and have some enormous mirrors.
Brilliant, OK. Now, the second one is, yes, the chairman must remain completely detached throughout the proceedings.
Right, we've got a special chair, Chairman. It's the Ikea Charman Char. And this will allow the chairman to be at the table but completely detached from all other groups, OK?
OK, so...
Put your hands through there.
Right.
There he is.
Senator George Michael there. Now try handling that. Do you feel objective? Absolutely.
Now, the great thing is that he won't be able to hear what you're saying because of all the glass, all right? So you can call him anything you like. He's as happy as Larry in there. He really is. Just don't make a face, that's all, because, you know, we can see. Right.
All right, now, next, it's Dick Spring and David Trimble. Now, apparently the Ulster Unionists will sit with the Irish Republic, but they won't sit face-to-face with them. OK, so right.
We've got Dick Spring and David Trimble here, if you could just turn around.
Now, which one of you is David Trimble?
This one here.
Great, all right, you're my favourite. Nice one, right? And so you're Dick Spring, so you'll need your moustache, of course.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
so we have here, they send it with the packaging, the Ikea Sprangtasch. They are.
Oh, uncanny! Okay, so you come this way, I
Okay,
think.
and you come here.
This way.
Now
You
get
just
on
get
the
on
seats
this.
together, that's it, and wait for it, and negotiate. No time are they eye to eye. Look at that. All right, and you can say hello to the chairman there and just sort of grimace at him.
Staunch. Okay, so, Peter, what are you doing there?
I'm just attaching the extendable leg. Bear with me. Thank you.
Right, okay.
Okay, good. Whilst Peter's doing that, let's fill in the gaps. OK, if you could be Bob McCartney, the UK unionist, just go round by the chairman, just have a nice time. If you could be John Hume, please just sit over there and just mingle, have some nibbles, whatever. Great, OK, if you could be Monica Williams of the Women's Coalition, all right? Actually, I'll tell you, I'm glad you're here. You could give out the sandwiches, love. You can be mother. All right, actually, they are special sandwiches that have been designed for the Ulster Talks by Clement Freud. They're green pepper and carrot. Very nice, very appropriate. All right, they are.
And I think we'll put on some music as well and dim the lights. Why not? Here we go.
Oh, it's mellow.
Here we are, R. Kelly, Bump and Grind. Just to kind of make the mood, I don't know, a bit more romantic, really. I mean, after all, there is a lady present. And we'll be passing out some dope later on. Peter, how are you getting on?
Oh, OK, just finished it. Finished the leg. OK, Jerry Adams. I need a Jerry Adams. Oh, right, follow me. Are you committed to peace? Good. Right, now here's your chair. OK, but don't sit there. You come down this extended leg with me. Follow me down here. Out to the building. That's right. You will still technically be at the table, but you come all the way out here. That's it. Just by here. It's very nice. You're still part of the talks. Sit down there. Marvellous. There's your glass of water, and you're at the talks.
Away they go. The Northern Ireland peace talks via the Ikea Paas Tabel. Thank you. And we'll come back in 12 months' time to them to see how they're getting on. Now then, as the election race gathers to a last-minute, year-long climax, we thought it would be a good idea to force one now by getting rid of the government's majority of one. All we need to do is to get rid of one Tory MP, cause a by-election, that'll then cause a general election, and we'll have some fun. So, firstly, since MPs are obliged to resign their seats if they go bankrupt, we tracked down some Tory MPs who are reported to be currently in financial trouble and tried getting as much money off them as we could. Starting with the MP for Billericay, Theresa Gorman.
OK, Theresa Gorman's big castle is behind me. I'm going to go with these 5 bills to post to her and a big parcel. It's just full of bottles of wine, but there's £2 excess postage to pay on it. So see if we get that off her.
Hello, Pizza Express. Yeah, I'd like to order pizza, please. What's the biggest one you got? Yeah, I'll have. Actually, I'll have 7 of those, please. There's quite a few of us here. Okay. It's Roy Thomason MP, at the Houses of Parliament, Westminster.
Hi, sorry. Got a parcel. The only thing is, there's a £2 excess postage to pay. They haven't put it. I don't know.
My name's David Ashby. You deliver flowers? Yeah, I'd like to order a very, very big bouquet, please.
Sorry about this.
Look inside and there's 1 bottle of wine.
Lovely. All right, could you
It's cost them a £5 to send it. How much is it?
It's £2 extra. Right. And could I just
Oh, hello. Are you the landscape gardeners? Yes, I'm phoning on behalf of Theresa Gorman MP. She's very interested in getting landscape gardening done in her home in Billericay.
Hello, it's Bob and Jobwick. Can we wash your car? Can you make a donation then, please?
Hello, I'd like to reverse charges, please, to a mobile number. It's Roy Thomason's mobile. No, if you drive it around, I will pay. It's Toby Jessel. Toby Jessel MP, yes? My name is William Powell MP. I found one of your cards in a phone box. It says here, discreet. Good.
Oh, just £10 for a cup of coffee.
Come on, yeah. Parking.
Oh, hi. I'd like to make a reverse charge call, if possible, please. David Taylor. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, is William Powell there, please?
I'm afraid he's not, actually.
Oh, right. Who am I speaking to? Oh, hi. I'm sorry to have got you to pay for this call, but anyway, I'm a freelance journalist. And I'm doing a thing about Europe and what it means to young people.
Well, you look genuine enough. I didn't know if you were some nasty old photographer come to take a picture.
What do you feel about Europe? Are you pro or anti? Anti. Completely anti. Really? You can't...
The problem are people who are selfish, who repeatedly disturb those around them, and at the moment can do nothing to stop. We're taking camera. We're doing a film for the BBC. We're just in the middle of doing an interview. Look, you're becoming a nuisance. We are in the process of...
Can I just... I'll just wind up now. And can I just say, could you apologise to William Powell, to your father, for having got him to pay for this? But this is very useful.
No.
We then decided to take more drastic measures. We set out to shock an old MP to death with some sudden bangs.
And much more sensible, I think, on a rather broader rather than narrow.
How effective do you think they are in terms of foreign affairs?
Foreign affairs, at the same time, the Foreign Secretary would come down.
Unfortunately, he was too old to hear, so I decided to finish him off with some of my germs. Finally, we wheeled in our most dangerous reporter.
Man at the moment.
And some of them were never seen again.
What are these?
Oh, these arrived earlier.
Yeah, I ordered them. They're chairs.
Chairs?
Yeah, I got them from Prince Harry's School, Ludgrave in Berkshire.
Yeah?
Yeah, there you go.
They're mooning chairs!
Yeah, exactly.
That's...
Yeah, they make them in the fourth-year craft class. It's lovely,
Oh,
isn't it?
that's lovely.
I like them.
They're disgusting.
They're lovely.
So quite a nice bit of give, actually.
But now, over the last few weeks, I've been recording some of the most remarkable gotchas ever mounted at the expense of respected personalities. And to kick off the series, here's how I got on with respected personality O.J. Simpson. He recently came here to charm us into forgetting he was once accused of murdering his wife violently with a knife. So, here's what happened when I tried to get his autograph.
Hey, my man, I thought you weren't gonna be here.
No, I made it.
Thanks a lot. Thanks. 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 Look. Look.
My days on this planet may be numbered. There you go. Here is the piece of paper. I did it, signed O.J. Simpson. Perhaps one of the most valuable and sought-after pieces of paper in the world, which is good, because I'm going to try and sell it to the highest bidder. This is an absolutely genuine offer. We're going to be hawking it all over the world and trying to sell it to whatever news organisation will take it. And our ultimate aim is, by the end of the series, to have a bid of £1 million. £1 million, ladies and gentlemen. Now then, viewers of the first series will probably be wondering where my little cloth pal is. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you obviously haven't enjoyed some of the most charismatic fabric to have arrived on the British cultural scene since Sooty's flaxen neck. So here he is, avast ye beware, it's Mr. Tony Blair. What's that, Mr. Tony Blair? You've lost your Bryan Adams ticket. Oh, well, you are in a little fluffy pickle, aren't you? You stuffed raver. Anyway, what have you been up to? You met O.J. Simpson. Because there's two sides to every story. Let's have a look.
Hello, Mr. Tony Blair.
Absolutely. What's that? Oh, my God! Luke! Oh, you're losing stuffing rapidly. Okay, you sit there and staunch the flow. Okay, on we go. Oh, quick impression here. Right, here we go. Ariane rocket scientist. Thank you very much. Now, of course, Ariane is, of course, a symbol of European cooperation, which is why 1 minute into its flight, Britain decided to veto it.
But apparently this vetoing everything in Europe policy isn't working. You know, this business of us vetoing every motion at the EC until they give in over beef. Right? Yeah. What's happening is the Europeans are using this veto thing to just wind the British up. They're coming up with all kinds of nonsense motions, and then that we have to say no to. For example, here's today's business here. The first motion this morning was every family in Britain to receive a free Mercedes car from Germany. The next motion was, we say that it's perfectly reasonable for Britain to keep going on about the war 50 years after it finished. And we had to go, no, no. European teenagers will no longer block our escalators with their multicoloured rucksacks. They had to say no to that. They had to say no to that.
Peter.
Hello.
The miniaturised area.
Ah, OK. Here we go.
Right. Love this.
Well, welcome back to my happy, tiny little land here for our regular visit to the Armistice worldwide network of security cameras. Now, I've been sitting watching the world on my bank of security cameras for the last 6 months, watching you. All of you. Sorry. Anyway, just to remind you, we can use our lovely lenses here to snoop on absolutely anybody and show what they're getting up to in the privacy of their own lives. The truth is out there. Let's have a look. Who do you want to see?
I don't know. Should we see inside the Ulster Peace Talks?
Ooh, OK. Okay. Right, there we go. There's the Ulster Peace Talks.
Right.
John Hume gets stuck up the door. Right, this is an old man.
There he goes.
This is an old man.
So this is the
it's
stuff
Mr. Paisley. There he goes. They ask him if he's over 18. I'm over 18. There he goes. Now, here's the bit you don't normally see. This is the security camera footage on the inside of the room. There's the bag there, and look at him. He's looking very happy there.
Oh, my God! It's Jerry Adams! Oh, my God!
He's got in through a Trojan briefcase!
Hey! Party!
What a happy man.
Absolutely. That's great. Another one.
We can.
Yes. My turn to choose.
OK.
Douglas Hogg.
No, fucking hat.
Let's get him. There he is. There's Douglas
Hogg.
Hogg.
You know what I think about
Shut
that
up!
hat?
Right, he goes in, he gets to his house. Goes inside. There he goes, takes off the hat. Oh, my God! That's why we got trouble in Europe. He's a big inflatable man.
Very good. OK, back over live to Sue and Al on the streets with a gang of pesky adults. And how's it going?
Oh, it's fantastic. Boy, are we annoying. Look at this.
Check this out.
Right, turn it up. Yeah, annoying. Come on.
Excuse me, can you stop that shit? Some people trying to get to sticks. Clear up.
Check this out, right?
Down, Ginger.
Down, Ginger.
Fantastic.
Scarper.
Fantastic, and we're doing a marvellous job annoying these children here, Armando, for you at the Friday Night Armistice.
Thanks a lot. OK, we'll see you later. Don't go sniffing anything. What's going on? What are you doing? You're watching the football. Get that off. Get that off.
What's the score?
Put me on. Thank you.
What's the score?
OK, it's all change at the BBC this week. John Burt has merged book programmes, cookery programmes and nature programmes to set up a new department called BBC Words, Curds and Turds. Meanwhile, there's fresh scrutiny of our interviewers who've been accused of being too aggressive with politicians. Proof positive came in a recent interview between Gordon Brown and that constantly interrupting animal, John Humphreys.
Do you want to cut the starting rate of tax from 20 pence in the pound to 10 pence in the pound?
Yes, I would like to. That's a long-term objective of the Labour Party.
There are some people, perhaps many people, who don't work at the moment because it doesn't pay them to work.
What I said yesterday
And you're assuming that if you change that, then many of those people who aren't now working will work.
Well, look,
you say you would like to... the starting rate to 10 pence. How would that work?
Well, I think inevitably you would...
Is any of it doable, achievable now?
You can't ask me, therefore, to make a judgment.
Ah, but I can, you see. What you're saying quite clearly from everything you've said this morning is that you would oppose that.
Well, I prefer...
No, let me explain. What you said this morning is that your proposals are based on principle.
Exactly. Well,
but you're not saying that.
My proposals are fair.
You want to be able to say,
Not at all.
this is our principle, this is where we stand. We're not actually going to oppose
Look,
that.
John,
So
look,
you're
John.
saying we want this, but we want to oppose that.
Look, John, the
It
principle is
Well, you seem
not
to be
at all.
saying is, gentlemen, those are our principles. We want to oppose it.
Well, I don't
Gordon
want
Brown, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Finally, tonight, beef. Perhaps the scariest flesh in Europe, after the touch of an old Spaniard. As Britain fights its beef ban, imposed on the flimsy pretext our meat might cause Germans to get Creutzfeldt-Jakob's disease, new evidence is emerging here of how the problem started when throughout the 80s farmers forced cows to eat their own arses, often 3 times a day until their backs hit the ground. But now the government is hitting back because from Monday, in an attempt to win back the PR battle, the Department of Agriculture have been replaced by a boy band. These 4 extremely talented young men are called Topside, and their debut single promoting British beef gets its first airing on national television tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Topside.
I don't care what they think about me, and I don't care what they say. I don't care what they think if you're leaving. I'm gonna beg you to stay. I don't care if they start to avoid me. I don't care what they do. I don't care about anything else. Being with you. I want you to stay. We told you so. They tell me you love me and then let me go. One thing I know for sure is really, really, I've never felt before the way you make me feel. Make me I don't care what they say. I want you to
And ladies and gentlemen, here tonight are Topside. Topside, there they are. There they go. Ladies and gentlemen, Topside are going to be signing beef burgers all week throughout the country. Look out for them. We're all eating beef in here. I mean, I don't eat beef. I think it gives you Creutzfeldt-Jakob's disease, but everyone else is. And don't forget, football becomes unfashionable from midnight on Monday, so enjoy it while you can. Good night.